Good morning. Turn my volume up so y'all can hear me. Make sure y'all can hear me. I'm supposed to do now. Oh boy. Oops, sorry about that. Okay. I'm gonna flip it so that you all can see. So do now says, what is the quickest form of addition known as? Oh, let me back up. Hold up. All right, here we go. Let me write down the names of those people that are here. So that you all can receive credit as long as you're here to the end. Let's give a couple of people a chance to join us. Mr. Wilson and Mr. Starr. If you know the response to this, you can put your answer in the comment area. Or join me on live, whichever is best for you. What do we use arrays for? What operation? Mr. Wilson. That's a good try. But we normally use arrays when we're doing what type of math? Is that the symbol for the type of math? You put an X. Is that the operation that you're trying to say? Okay. I'll accept that. Let's give these people another minute, and then we'll get started. Someone else may join. All right. Okay. So there's the answer. It's multiplication, like Mr. Wilson said. That is the quickest form of addition when we want to get to our response quickly. If there's equal groups Now we're going to do a quick review, and then we'll jump into the actual assignments. We're going to do a few word problems as well as some actual practice problems. All right. Let's do the quick review. Mr. Wilson, Mr. Starr, you all ready? The first problem you have is 8 times 4. You guys silly? Trying to make this review quick. That's correct, Mr. Starr. Let's go to the next one. 2 times 9. I know your name. I just can't say it on here. But thank you. Thank you. So you're going to be Mr. Starr today until May 29th. All right. Yes, Mr. Wilson, that is correct. Yes, Mrs. Starr. Let's try this one. $12 times 4. Come on, guys. Okay. I got you, Mr. Starr. All right. Oops, that one popped up. Oh, man. I gave the answer to that. Well, guess we got to move on. So, these are the type of problems we're going to look at. Actually, let's do these word problems real quick. Let's do these real quick. I have to move the camera to the, I won't have to stand up so the camera can be here. Okay, so our first problem. Since there are 48 chicken farms near an Ohio town. If each farm has 9 barns, how many total barns are there? So the two numbers that we are working with are actually We have 48 farms. All right. 48 farms. Then each farm has 9 barns. So now we're doing 48 times 9. $48 times 9. What is the first step we're supposed to do with this problem? When we're doing a problem like this, what do we need to do first? Just tell her, I can't tell the answer. I can work with you on getting this answer, okay? Am I supposed to carry the 2 or the 7, Mr. Wilson? So if I ask a question, that means something. If I ask you again to be sure, that means something isn't correct. Your response, the answer you're giving me is correct. Which number am I supposed to carry? Right. No, I didn't get my pen yet. So leave my numbers alone. All right. So now what am I supposed to do? I put the 7 above the 4. That's there. Now what am I supposed to do? Hello? Don't I have another number to multiply to the... Okay, so, Mr. Starr, you're giving me the answer, which is correct. So you take the 9 times 4, which is 36, and add the 7. I have to call you Mr. Starr. I can't. What? D, would that help out? Mr. D, I don't know. All right. The next one that we have is here. Mr. Ferris has a canoe rental business. Over the weekend, he rented 47 canoes. So remember, that's your first number, 47. A canoe holds 3 people. If each canoe was full, how many people did Mr. Ferris rent to over the weekend? So, Mr. Ferris, he had 47 canoes. 3 people could fit in the canoes. So that's 47 times 3. What should we do first? Don't just give me the answer. I want you to walk me through this. Okay, 7 times 3 is 21. We carry in the 2. Okay, we got the 1 down there. We carried the 2. What's the next step? Is there another number that I should multiply that 3 to? Put 14 down here. So how did we get 14? We did 4 times 3. And 4 times 3 is 12 plus 2. Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Thank you, Mr. Starr. So Mr. Ferris rented to 141 people. All right. So then we have 3. The school planned for 92 students to attend the school dance. The school bought 4 slices of pizza for each student. How many slices did the school buy? All right. So first, we're going to write our number of students. So it says we had 92 students. Woo. Let's do that again. That was all crazy. 92 students. And each of those students you getting it too, Mr. Starr? When you put your response up there, I acknowledge you. You're not left out there in the streets alone. We got you. They each had 4 slices of pizza. So here we have 92 times 4. So let's figure out how many slices of pizza we had in total. Come on, fellas. Let's get focused here. I have somewhat of a delay in seeing the responses, Mr. Starr. So they probably see the responses, Ms. Robinson, Mr. Chase, and Ms. Wright before I see them. So that's probably why you're being acknowledged like behind after the fact. So I apologize. So we have 2 times 4, that's 8. That's not an 8. There's the 8. So I got my 2 times 4 is 8. So what's next? What's 4 times 9? That's close. Let's try it again. Good morning, Mr. Goon. Thanks for joining us. I can't put that down there, Mr. Wilson. That's not correct. You're close, but it's not correct. Let's try it again. Remember, this is when you can create an array to figure out what that is. Uh-oh, got pop-ups. Got to figure out how to get rid of those. So 9 times 4. Should I create an array for so that we can try and get this in? The response. We have 3 more word problems. I'm about to start drawing stars. Or we can add it up. So we got 4 9s. 9 plus 9 is 18. And that's 18. So let's add that. 8 plus 8, 16, carry the 1. Thank you, Mr. Star. So I'll bring that down to there. All right, so the school bought 368 slices of pizza. That's a lot. All right, let's move on. So here, the pool, number 4, the pool opened on Memorial Day. 94 people showed up. The pool manager gave out 2 vouchers to each person for free drinks. How many vouchers did the pool manager give out? So, we have 94 people showed up. Good morning, Mr. Malley. They each received 2 vouchers. We're going here. The pool opened on Memorial Day. 94 people showed up. The pool manager gave out 2 vouchers to each person for free drinks. How many vouchers did the pool manager give out? So how many did he give out in total? Okay, so is that your response for 4 times 8? 4 times 2? 2 times 1, okay. So we got 8. Now what else do we get? Thank you, Mr. Starr. Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Thank you, Mr. Malley. Let's go to the next one. 5. In the Sumpton community, there are 56 houses. If there are 3 children living in each house, how many children live in the houses in Sumpton? All right, so we're trying to figure out how many kids in this neighborhood. So, we have 56 houses. There are 3 children in each one. So we have 56 times 3. Okay, Mr. Star. He's giving his response. Anyone else? So, Mr. Star took 6 times 3. That's 18. He carried his 1. 3 times 5 is 15. Add that 1. And there's 16. Yes, Mr. Wilson, that's correct. Let's move to this word problem. Here. Dion and Denise are saving up to buy a computer game. If they put $23 a week in the bank, how much money will they have in 5 weeks? So, remember it says $23. And it didn't say 23 each. So, 23 times 5. Oh my gosh. Do we have to be on joke time all the time? All the time? All right. Remember I said Dion and Denise are saving up to buy a computer game. If they put $23 a week in the bank, how much money will they have in 5 weeks? 5 times 3 is 15. Yes, Mr. Wilson. Put my 5. I'm going to carry my 1. I'm following you. Is Siri giving you the answers, Mr. Star, or are you actually working on them? 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1, 11. That is correct. Yes. Okay. Let's go. Let's try a couple of these and see what happens. So, we have 66 times 3. 66 times 3. You have about 15 minutes. Just hold tight. 66 times 3. 198. Let's see. 6 times 3 is 18. Put 8. 1 up there. 6 times 3, we said it was 18. Add that 1. So then we have 198. Thank you, Mr. Starr. Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Is Mr. Goonsell with us? Oh, no. Guess he left. And Mr. Malley. They must have something to do. It's okay. Okay. $45 times 5. No, it's not okay. So they won't receive their credit. And it won't help their grade. Okay. 40 times. Okay, you said 225. Mr. Starr, let's see. 5 times 5. 5 there. Gonna carry my 2. 5 times 4 is 20. Is that what you have? 225? Okay. Good job. Let's try this. You know, if you want to jump on the lives and explain your problem to me, you could. Might be a little faster. Well, Mr. Starr, we need you to understand how they got it. So that's why I'm going on the whiteboard. Hopefully you're paying attention and keeping up. All right. I have someone trying to join me. 1 second. Good morning, Mr. Wilson.
Good morning, Miss Twyman.
You want to put it down to your paper? Did you write it down?
No, I was doing it all in my head.
Oh, all in your head. Okay, so then tell me this. Let's go ahead and respond to this one. 66 times 5.
5 times 6 is 30.
Okay, so which one? You said do what?
Carry the 3 and put the 0 down there.
Okay. Let's go.
5 times
Then I have 5 times 6.
30, add 3, 33.
Okay. So I have 330. All right. So the next one is 19 times 9. Did you want to try that? Or you want to step out and then come back?
Yeah, I'm about to do the array.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yes, Mr. Wilson was bold enough to jump on live with me. So, your next problem, people, it's 19 times 9. Whenever you're ready, I'm ready. Mr. Starr, I see you congratulate yourself for doing a good job. You have the answer? What is the first step when responding to this? Mr. Malley, Mr. Starr, or Mr. Wilson? Hold up. Okay, okay. Give you a few seconds. Okay. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Wilson.
I have 9 times 9, which is 77.
What is 9 times 9?
77.
Try that again. Can you add about 4 to that?
81.
Okay. So I put my 81. I'm gonna write my 1, carry my 8. Now what? 9 times 1 plus
10.
8.
9 times 1 is 9. I meant. Plus 1 is 10.
No, we adding this 8. The 8 that's up there.
Oh, that's 8. Oh, my
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah. I probably had the camera tilted. So it's 9 plus 8. Thank you, Mr. Malley.
17.
Okay. So that's our response for 19 times 9. Then we have 38 times 9. You want to work on that one for a minute and jump back on?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead. All right. Here we go, people. 38 times 9. Okay, you saying it's 342. Tell me how you got that. Want to explain how you got that, Mr. Starr? Okay, thank you for being honest. I appreciate that. So we just gonna go ahead and work this one out because unless you can explain to me why she gave you that answer, can you explain that to me? Okay, so I'm gonna start it. We have 8 times 9. That's 72. So then we have 9 times 3. Okay. 9 times 3 is 27. 27 plus 7 is the 34. So, Mr. Starr, well, Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Wilson. Um, um, so Mr. Star and Miss Siri were correct at this one. Um, let's try another. Oh, that multiplication sign is up in the air, but it's okay. 74 times 3. Someone, can you explain in the comments, which may take a little longer, or you can jump on live and then we can walk through this process. Mr. Wilson, you gonna join me again for this here? 74 times 3. All right. I'm about to pull you out. Okay. Let's go. 74 times 3. So the first thing I do is what?
3 times 4 is 12. Carry the 1.
Okay. I'm carrying 1. Now I have this 3 by itself. I got the 7 up there and I got the 1. So what am I doing?
3 times 7 is, hold up. Three times, all right. 3 times 7 is 21.
What about that 1? I need to add that. 21 plus 1.
22.
All right. Whew, all 3 of those 2's look different. It's a little crazy. All right, let's do this one. We have
5
55.
times 3 is 15. Carry the
Okay.
1.
Uh-huh.
3 times 5, 15, 16 plus the 1.
Okay, so that's 165. Um, all right. We'll make this the last one. So you have 64 times 8. You want to work on this, walk me through it, or you want to come back?
I'm going to do the array.
Okay, so you come back in a minute, all right?
All right.
Okay. Um, hey, Miss Day. You early for Mr. McCrae's class tomorrow. Class start at 10. So we're going to have to talk offline. Here's the problem we're working on, guys. 64 times 8. So should I start? Okay, you giving me a response. Let me put that over here in the corner. This is what you say. That is 458, Mr. Star. And you are going to, okay, then I have another one, 512. Wait a minute. 4 times 8 is 32. That's correct. But am I carrying the 3 or the 2? The 3. All right. Uh-oh. So now I have 8 times 6. It's okay. Self-correction is fine. X accepted 2. 6 times 8. Plus 3. We almost done. When we finish this problem here, we're done. Couple of announcements and then we're done. Just hold on. You gave me 2 responses, Mr. Sar. I put both of them over there in the corner, 548 and 512. I need someone to finish this problem, 64 times 8, so that we can figure out which answer is correct. Hold on, Mr. Wilson. Okay, so Mr. Starr, you think it's this one. Okay, Mr.
8
Starr,
times 6 is 48.
Okay. 48 plus 3.
51.
Okay. So, you said it's 512. Mr. Starr finally chose and gave me an answer and said it was 512. I mean, let you out of here. Okay. So, y'all did good today. Did really good. Mr. Starr and Miss Siri and Mr. Wilson did a good job today. And I really appreciate it. I am going to send a few problems in the chat so that you can complete it, so you can have more practice and get it done. Don't forget, Mr. McCrae's class is tomorrow at 10, and I'll see you all Wednesday. Okay?
See ya.
All right. See you.